Hey there guys, this is Malorian, and this will be some practice for a steamroller I'm having the very next day. And that's good because the two lists I'm going to be running, I've either played never or once. So this first list is one I'm really excited about. It is the Sons of Tempest, it is the tier for Caine 1, and I've had these models for a long time just waiting to try it out. So what I have in this list is I have Caine 1, he was running a stormwall and 2 sentinels. I then have 5 units of gun mages, 1 has UA, and then I have the Black 13th. From my tier bonuses, I get +1 to go first, I have stealth in the first turn, and then all these gun mage units are a point cheaper, and I got my UA for free. So I'm actually playing a point down, but I got 8 free points, I got all the pew pew. I am really looking forward to this list, especially since a lot of the Signar guys are being naysayers and saying bad things about it, so I'm going to prove it right. Meanwhile, I got Madrak on the other side here, and he's running a Mountain King. So this is kind of a janky list that my opponent wants to try out. He thinks he can make the Mountain King work here. But either way, he is running the Mountain King in an Axer. Then there is the Fen Blades with the little attachment there. He also has the Stone Bear's back with the Chronicler, a Fell Collar. He also has a little Troll Sorcerer and the Warders. And I think that's pretty much it. So the scenario here is the first one to 5, no kill box. You get 1 for controlling a zone, 2 for dominating, and we got this nice big river down the center. So my plan here and what I want to do with this list is Stormwall, since he doesn't care about the river, is just going to go over kind of to the left side, more up the middle. You can't see it, but there's a unit of gun mages on the very left side, so they can be on the right side of the river. But so they're going to try and just contest the left zone. Well, I'm going to try and really focus on the center zone. And overall, the Mountain King, of course, has to go down, but I believe I'll be able to set up so I get the alpha on it. Of course, I'll get some shots on it beforehand, so I'm feeling okay. So I get first turn because, hey, I got +1, and I just rush up there. I did not get Caine quite up as far as I wanted. When you give out 3 to your jacks to make them run and then do snipe, I did snipe to the unit, the painted unit of gun mages as a UA. You can't teleport after that, so I'm not quite up as I wanted to be. A lot of my gun mages held back just in case. I want to be in a good spot where I can be aiming and safe, but yeah, I'm just waiting to shoot stuff. So on his turn, he's basically just coming at me. He has a little spell there on his warders so that they're going to be having it so that they ever get knocked down, I can't shoot them. And as well, they have concealment. So that won't be that big of a deal. I mean, my gun mages with the UA will ignore the concealment. And I just got so many shots. So what I'd like to do, if Caine was in the right spot, he'd be moving up now, he'd be popping feet, teleporting back, and then I'd pew 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 and jam. Well, I can't do that because of my bad placement with my casters. So, my goal for this turn is just to really shoot down all those Fen Blades. Now, unfortunately, it didn't really go the way that I planned. I had a lot of misses, and a lot of times I just could not make armor, so that was a problem. I got 2 boosted shots to the Mountain King, did some respectable damage there, so that's pretty good. Got a nice shot off with Ryan for the mage bomb there, so that's an okay spot. I got the covering fire down. I put a pod between me and the Mountain King just in case. Gun mages on the left. Really, all they want to do is contest that zone, and if the warders don't really push up and go that way, they'll push them out and control the zone. So I did have to jam with 1 unit of gun mages after, but really, I did not kill as much as I really wanted to, and now I'm kind of realizing that probably my Stormwall should not have been that central, and should have been more to the left, or well, the right zone rather, so I could be getting the covering fire in a much better location. But, that's why you need a practice list like this, because positioning is very important. So on my opponent's turn, he kind of surprises me where the Mountain King actually comes after Lynch of the Black 13th. So, of course, punches him in the face, kills him. He does his little spray. I don't think he does really anything with the spray. But otherwise, yeah, he had a lot of misses and having to boost and stuff like that. So he's there fully, at his 5 Fury. Meanwhile, the Warders just kind of like running into position where they are there. His fen blades, they got the thing from the fell collar, so they stood back up, and they tried coming after my gun mages, but after all their swings, I believe they only killed one, so nothing really too bad there. He got a pretty good hit on that sentinel there and did some damage. And then the last thing that was kind of not good whatsoever is that Axer just ran and got there to me engaging my gun mages. Now, that's not the end of the world, because I can have the guys out of melee, aim, and just do the push shots to get them out of melee, but it definitely is something that's going to be annoying. So on this turn, I need to kill that Mountain King. I need to kill him. So I'm going to be having the stormwall walk up, start punching him in the face. The other units of gun mages will just do their CRA with their order and do those, and hopefully I can take it down. Now, of course, it's underneath the aura of the stone bears there, but, you know, hopefully it'll be enough. So I allocate all I can to the stormwall. I let snipe drop because it's really not doing anything anymore. And what I do is on the left side, okay, first of all, the sentinel on the bottom comes over to shoot the pot all the way and misses, which sucks because I wanted the left unit to run to really bog up those warders, but then they couldn't because they could only advance so I could shoot. So they advance, block the warders the best they could, shoot away the pod. That allows the stormwall to walk up and just bam, 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 start hitting on it. And I get some bad dice rolls. You know, I'm at dice -1, and I'm doing like 3 damage. So this is not what I needed. I came up short, so Caine starts shooting into it, boosting damage, getting a little bit there. Using 1 unit gun mages, they go and they push the Axer further out of combat there, so I can actually be using the other unit to also combine. So 2 units of the gun mages combine. They can't take it down. Then I start doing some damage control and start killing some whelps with other random shots. So I can't heal as much, but it stayed alive. It stayed alive with 11 boxes, and that's really bad. Otherwise, the jamming unit gun mages really does their thing. One of them gets back around the Axer, and yeah, this is not the way this turn was supposed to go. And this is just kind of showing this where, I mean, the Mountain King is kind of looking at Caine, and this is kind of scary. If he was to spray at me, I could just, you know, I could go and I could do the thing where I just shield guard it, but I mean, man, this Mountain King. And now that the Mountain King's not dead, that Stormwall, it's done. So anyway, on his turn, you can see, hey, look, it's a gone Stormwall. So really what happens is first of all, the Axer frenzies and just kills the guy there. The Warder is going to charge across, do some initial damage there. He's going to basically go with Madrak. Madrak's going to throw an axe at the Stormwall, do some more damage there. He's going to cast a spell on the Warders, so if they're fighting something that's within range of when they're beasts, say like a Mountain King, then they get extra damage again. He pops his feet, so they do extra damage to the Stormwall. The Fen Blades basically go after the Fell Collar, makes sure they get +2 to hit. They kill all of the gun mages in their way, which allows them to charge/run into the gun mages down here. So this is just all looking horrendous. The Mountain King, of course, kills the Stormwall, and this is looking really bad. So what I need to do this turn is I need to kill that Mountain King. That thing needs to go down. Otherwise, I mean, best thing I can do now is aim with Caine, use my feet, and try and kill all these guys around me, and then maybe free myself up, but man, I'm in a bad spot. So that's what I do. I aim with Caine, I feet, and I wish I was like another inch to the right, because then I could shoot the guy on the hill, but his guys make tough after tough after tough. I hit them all, and I make them do toughs, but all 4 models that were there, all toughed. Well, whatever. I then did some shots to the Mountain King, did a little bit more damage. I shot at it with a big combine from the big unit of gun mages, did even more damage, had like 3 left. Some of the other units try and pew and shoot away all the little guys in front of me. Same thing with the Sentinel there. The other Sentinel gets in the way of the Axer. The gun mages on the right try and deal with that one Warder, but just can't do anything. In the end, it was a shot from, man, what did the last damage? I think it was actually the combination from the gun mage that actually takes down the Mountain King. So that's, I mean, if that didn't happen, I just lose. So that's good. Otherwise, I'm just still jamming the left side. I killed the Sorcerer. I tried taking shots at the Fell Collar too, but it didn't die. But you know what? This is okay now. I've taken out a lot of critical pieces. The Warders are still in play, but if the Warders come to the right, I can score on the left. And meanwhile, I'm in a position where I can start trying to kill off the Stone Bears. So this could actually be okay if I can survive. So on his turn, he just comes right into me. Madrak just charges in, starts killing a few guys. He's needing 7s to hit, so it's a flip of a coin. You can see the warders are starting to come over and kill another gun mage. All the Black 13th are dead now too. The Axer goes and finishes off that sentinel there. And otherwise, yeah, everything's coming at me. Now, he didn't clear out the zone like he hoped to, but yeah, he's in my face, and stuff is getting serious. So what I'm planning to do here now is really do some damage control. I want to go up there with Caine. I want to go and slam with my Thunder Strike the one model there into him to knock down Madrak. Then, I mean, I can't really kill him, but at least that takes away that reach. And I'm going to start shooting all these stone bears, because I can't really kill Madrak till I kill all these guys anyway. And so that's going to be the plan, is to try and clear out all the single wounds. And it works fairly well. Caine goes up, does his Thunder Strike, knocks things down, does some initial damage, teleports away, and then it's really just pew, 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 and all the stone bears are all dead. That's fantastic news for me. It did end up so that the Axer is a straight-on charge to Caine, but I mean, things are getting desperate. The gun mage on the left doing some push shots against the warders, knocks one down actually, which is pretty cool. But again, things are grinding, and it's a better situation than it was, but it's still a pretty bad situation. So on his turn, this was great. The warders now start coming over to support. So that means there's one that stayed with a toe in the zone, but I can push him out and get 1 point. Meanwhile, the Axer comes down and goes up against Caine and misses. You know, he needs like 12s or whatever, so he misses there. Madrak starts killing away there and having his fun. So I've lost a lot of models, but here's the thing. I am in a great position now to get 3 points. The only thing he has in the zone on the right side is a Fell Caller. The only thing on the left, a Warder. So if I push him out, kill that Fell Caller, and then like jam things up, I'll be at 3 points. And then hopefully I'll have him in a pretty hard spot where which way is he going to go? Because if he doesn't keep on working on the left, I can score there. I'll have a good amount of gun mages here on the right that can space around. So I'm hoping I can get this on scenario. So that's really what I do. In order to free things up, I had to do a Thunder Strike again. So Caine goes up to the Axer, does a Thunder Strike to move it over and knock it down, then teleports as far over as he can over here. The gun mages on the hill came down, shot up and killed the Fell Caller, tried taking some shots at some other things, but the main thing that happened here is that the other Sentinel limps over to block the Warder as best he can. The gun mages push out that one other Warder, and I get 3 points. So I'm looking pretty good here. I got a good amount of stuff in the way with all those gun mages. So I'm hoping I can just survive and pull this off. But what happens is that Madrak, so he totally dedicates. Everything comes over here. So if he does not kill me, I was going to score on his turn on the left and then just do nothing and score and get and win. So he was all in on this. Madrak really has to do his thing, where when he kills somebody, he gets another Fury, he can spend one to move. Now, it is 7s to hit, which was really dodgy, and he missed twice, but he did get to Caine and get one swing, and he's like, yeah, I can't do this, it's impossible, and then rolled 555 to kill me. So, it was really close, really down to the wire. I mean, really out of those 2 first misses, he should have missed like 1. So he could have bought an attack here, but then he needs 9s to hit. So wow, I mean, the numbers were probably in my favor, but Madrak gets me in the end here. So, so close. But I gotta say, this game really did make me realize that this game is not the pure, or this list is not the pure gold that I thought it was. I thought it was super amazing and it was going to like just pew pew win everything, but definitely there's a lot of positioning that's very important, and you have to play very careful with it. So I'm glad I played this here and not in the tournament. And this is showing the overall, where those gun mages would have scored. I mean, they do score anyway, so I get 4 control points if it was a tournament, but yeah, what a grinder. Alright, game 2, and I'm going to test out my second list. His 2 lists were Lilith 2 and also the Veil 1. Now, I didn't really know which of my lists would be better against Lilith 2, but I know that this list here, I need to practice more. I played it once, and I played it really crappy, so I need to get more practice. So this list is Haley2 running a Stormwall and a Squire. I have a Junior running the other Stormwall, the pink one. I got Ragman, and I got Nis Hunters. That's really it. Same board, same scenario, same sides even. But on his side, he's running Veil2, running a Scythian, an Angelius, and also a Bolt Thrower. So everything's black, so it'll be hard to see. But he has 2 units of Striders. One has UA. He has the Hex Hunters as well. He also has the War Spears, and he has a Shepherd. So really, my plan for this game here, I got first again, is I'm just going to go and really push on the right zone. From what I can see, he's not really going after the left. So I'm just going to contest up the left side. Stealth is an issue, but I'm going to go behind that wall and then hopefully get the jump on him. And on the right side, just get in there, pop feet, kill his heavies, and grind things down. So that's what I do. I allocate 1 to each of the jacks. I put the Arcane Shield onto the pink one there, because it's going to probably take the first combined shot from the Striders. I put Temporal Acceleration on that one. I go up, I do Deceleration. Both the jacks run up. Ragman goes up. I go up to the wall on the left, and I'm just ready and waiting. So on his turn, this is where I realize I'm a derp, especially since I played Legion for a year, and that's the fact that Striders with UA ignore cover. So he kills off 4 of my... He needs 4s to hit, or sorry, 7s to hit when he combines, and he hits every single time. So he kills off already 4 of my guys, and that's really bad. I'm now in a lot of trouble on the left. At least the Angelius came over to the right side, so that's something. He is chiller onto the War Spears, but otherwise he did a combine into my Stormwall, did like 2 points of damage or something. But now, this is where I want to get in there. I want to start beating things up, pop the feet, and set things up where I can kill the heavies the following turn. So what I do is I upkeep the Arcane Shield, give another 2 focus. I give 4, I believe it was, or maybe it was just 3, to the Stormwall on the left. I did take 1 off the Squire. Basically put Temporal Acceleration on the right one again to make sure I got the distance I wanted. Went up, pop feet. Ragman had to run thereafter, but really it was one on the left, running up and punching that one in the face, putting down a pod and doing some more damage there. The one on the right, oh no, it actually did a pod to kill off some of the Hex Hunters, because I want to get the Hex Hunters out of the way. Same thing with the other Stormwall, goes up, punches the guys in the zones, does some Electro Leaps, Storm Pods some others. Now, at this point, the zone is empty, but I mean, he can just walk in. The feet is really covering everything over here other than the Shepherd and the Caster. Otherwise, I felt safe enough, since only 2 Striders weren't engaged, that I did run up the Junior so that he could actually give focus to the Stormwall next turn. So a little bit risky, but I think I'll be fine. On the left side, I just have to run up to engage. That's really all I have. So on his turn, he can't really do anything very effectual because, of course, of the feet. He comes down here to try and shoot me with the Striders, takes a free strike, it kills, it Electro Leaps, he fails his morale test, his command test. So his Striders aren't very happy, his Angelius is coming down, trying to be scary and forcing me to come back. Otherwise on the left, he does some swings, kills a couple of Nis. He killed 2 of my Nis. So he's needing like 10s and a 9 with his champ to hit, and he's hitting this stuff. So, I mean, my Nis just need to hold on, because I don't want him scoring this early till I can clear out the stuff on the right. So really on my turn, the plan is that I am going to try and kill both his heavies, and then hopefully some War Spears as well, and then after that, I'll be looking pretty good. Now, those War Spears kicked my ass. I went and I did Deathfield with the Ragman, Haley Stormwall that had the 4 focus, came down, took some free strikes just from 4 War Spears, and I lost like half the Colossal. He was cranking the damage like 556, because why not? So that really hurt. I TK'd around the Angelius first, but then he killed the Angelius, did some punches into the Scythian. The pink one comes over, kills the Scythian, punches a couple of the War Spears. Of course, pods go down and do more damage and killing. So he's really in a bad spot. I just didn't want to lose the Junior, so he just runs away. I won't be able to allocate focus to the pink one next turn, but whatever. On the left side, I just swing, and miss, and it's on to his side. So on the left side, you'll notice that he was a freaking ninja. He is needing pretty much, like I said, 10s to hit me, and he just 10. So now it's down to Selena, who luckily passed her command test, but holy crap, how am I getting my ass kicked there so fast? He fails to rally his Striders. Veil and her Bolt Thrower basically hide behind the forest, doing some shots into the pink one, actually getting some pretty good damage against the pink one. Its right side is fairly damaged now, but now on my turn, I can really clean that up. I could put the stormwall, the bonded one, over to the left zone, but really I think I can hold off. I just want to clear out this zone and start scoring, and really just putting the more pressure on this side. So that's what I do. I can't allocate any focus to the pink one, but I give 4 to the other stormwall, which was kind of a waste. They come up and they just kill everything in the zone. All of the war spears are dead. All the hex hunters are dead. I put arcane shield on the Haley after she goes into the zone. Selena swings and misses again, but I'm at now 2 points for dominating, and clearly he's just in a very, very bad spot. So on his turn, he does kill Selena over there, which is, I mean, now not surprising because you're getting so many attacks against one model. He doesn't really have a good line against Haley, so he's just going to put the Shepherd in the zone, do a little bit of more damage. He kills Ragband. At this point, he's just trying to kill whatever he can. Strider's rally, and now, I mean, he scores a point, so it's 2-1, but now I'm just going to kill the caster. So Haley comes over here, TK's Veil out and around. I think TK myself out of the way because there's 4 focus on the bonded stormwall that could go up and kill her, but it didn't matter because the pink one just backs away to make room. Pew, 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 and Veil goes down. So really good to see that I played this list a lot better. Maybe, of course, this is not the optimized list that I'm playing against, but again, a big part about practicing new lists is just practicing your deployments and the way that you're going to do your order of activations, and I'm getting better. I definitely screwed up with the Nis Hunters on the left. Forgetting that rule was really dumb, but man, I mean, like, what do you do? I really, in that situation, all I could do was run up to try and contest, so yeah, some troubles there. I just should have been really far back, I guess, just to save myself a turn. But either way, there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see how I do at the tournament. Bye.